Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today, we're looking into some really unique source material. It's a recording of a conversation.
Yeah, it's quite something. We've got this transcript from Hypnovibes, the YouTube channel.
Oh, right, with Naomi. I think she also has that book series, The Next Level You.
That's the one. So this is a session with Naomi guiding someone called Navi, and they're interacting with what they call channeled energy.
Okay, channeled energy. And it seems focused on some practical stuff, too, like Etsy.
Exactly. Naomi's Etsy shop got closed, apparently, and she's asking this energy about that and about other platforms like Blue Palm and Amazon.
Interesting mix. So our mission for you listening is really to explore this conversation. We'll try to unpack their ideas about, dealing with setbacks, this channeled energy concept, and this idea of shifting realities.
Right. It's quite a journey.
Okay, let's dive in. What does it start?
Well, it kicks off with Naomi talking about wanting to bite this energy, is the phrase used, specifically about Etsy, Blue Palm, and Amazon. This is right after her Etsy account closure.
Bite this energy. Okay. And her reaction to the closure itself.
It's actually quite positive, almost excited, She's already thinking about ebooks and other opportunities. It's not like, oh, no, disaster.
So seeing it as a door opening rather than just one closing, that's quite a mindset.
Definitely. Then there's this moment where she, counts down to invite the energy in.
Counts down, okay.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3. And then this energy arrives, described as no particular one, no name.
No name, just an energy. And does it comment on the Etsy situation?
It does, straight away. It says the closure was meant to happen that way.
Meant to happen.
Yeah, and that no opportunity is wasted, which kind of echoes Naomi's own immediate reaction, doesn't it? Reframing it.
It really does. It suggests this bigger picture view where even setbacks have value or purpose.
Right. And speaking of purpose, Naomi just asks it directly.
Asks the energy.
Yep. What kind of energy are you? And then she says, purpose. Purpose. Your energy of purpose.
And the response?
Simple. Energy of purpose. Very direct.
Okay, so it identifies itself as having a purpose or being about purpose. That kind of sets the stage for the advice, I guess.
Precisely. So then Naomi brings up these alternatives. She's considering Blue Palm, Amazon, and she also mentions something called Goop-Pan.
Goop-Pan. Never heard of that one. What's the advice there?
Well, the energy is pretty clear on that one. It advises not to perform in the way you see fit. Does not work out, let it go.
Let it go. Wow. Quite specific.
Yeah, and it even suggests there might be a blockage related to it. So, maybe not the right path for her according to this guidance.
It makes you wonder about the source of this information, how specific it can be.
Absolutely. And Naomi actually comments that usually it's Oliver or Rosemary who come through.
Ah, so she has regular named energies she interacts with usually.
Seems like it. So this energy of purpose is maybe a bit different or unexpected for her too.
So why is this energy there then? Does it explain?
It does, and it's pretty unusual. It says, energy of this place invited me. Energy of this office invited me, this office.
The office. The physical space invited the energy.
That's what it says. The office was asking it to come through. It's a fascinating idea. Like the environment itself has an energetic pull or consciousness.
Okay, that's definitely taking it to another level, which kind of leads into this whole shifting realities thing, doesn't it?
It really does. Naomi starts reflecting on how the Etsy closure, the setback, actually made her think about these other things, like the ebooks and audiobooks.
Right, the new opportunities.
She says, without this, I wouldn't think about other opportunities. And then, very explicitly, so I shifted to a different reality this time.
Shifted reality. So it's not just, I changed my plans. It's framed as a fundamental shift.
Exactly. A shift in her actual reality or perceived reality. And she adds, we're shifting all the time.
All the time, okay.
Yeah. And this powerful statement, the old me does not even exist. I became a new Naomi.
It suggests transformation isn't just gradual change, but maybe like stepping into a new version of yourself entirely.
Wow. That's quite profound. So if you can shift realities like that, what about past stuff, like trauma?
That's exactly where Naomi goes with it. She wonders if shifting reality means you don't have to sort of dredge through past trauma in the same way. If you can just shift away from the reality where it holds power. Avoid the ego work, as she puts it.
Okay, bypass the processing maybe? What does the energy say to that?
The energy's response is pretty direct again. Staying in your own emotions does not lead to progress.
Don't stay stuck in the feeling.
Right. The idea seems to be that by choosing a different reality, a more desired one, you effectively leave the old negative experiences behind. They lose their grip because you're not in that energetic space anymore.
It's an appealing idea, certainly. Does she ask what it feels like to shift?
She does. And the analogy the energy gives is quite visual.
It says, it's like a peeling of a banana, a peeling of an onion, a peeling yourself for more deeper and higher aspects of you.
Peeling, like shedding layers.
Exactly. Peeling away old limitations, old identities to get to something more core or higher.
The feeling itself.
Described as excitement, and crucially, not thinking about the past. The energy says, when you no longer think about what happened in the past, it's no longer in your energetic field or in your mind, no longer exists.
Your focus literally changes your reality, or at least your experience of it. If you don't give energy to the past, it dissolves.
That seems to be the core concept presented here, which sounds, well, almost easy when you put it like that.
Right. Which leads to the obvious question Naomi asks.
Yeah.
If it's so easy, why don't we all just consciously shift all the time?
Good question. And the energy's answer is interesting. It talks about the mind.
Okay.
It says one does not, because the mind is two opportunities that reveal higher aspects of themselves and just remain pleasant and bored in all things that they do.
Pleasant and bored.
Yeah, like people often choose the familiar, the comfortable, even if it's kind of dull or uninspiring, rather than stepping into the unknown potential of a higher aspect or a new reality.
So, fear of the unknown. Or just inertia. Sticking with what you know, even if it's not great.
Seems like it. The energy uses this analogy of keeping old stuff in your house that you don't need anymore. You know you should get rid of it, but you just don't. It's a temporary state that becomes permanent for many.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
We tend to stick to the known path. There's that line, no goat is continued, which is a bit cryptic, though.
Yeah, that part's a bit unclear. It might be a transcription thing or just, channeled language being a bit opaque sometimes.
Yeah.
But the overall gist about sticking to the pleasant and bored seems clear.
Okay, so wrapping this up, we've explored this really unique conversation. We heard about channeled energy, this energy of purpose, giving advice on, business platforms after a setback.
Right, and framing that setback not as a failure, but as a catalyst, something that was meant to happen.
And then this whole deep dive into shifting realities, the idea that you can consciously choose a different state of being, peel away layers like an onion, and potentially move beyond past trauma by simply not focusing on it anymore.
Yeah, becoming a new you by shifting your focus and energy, leaving the old reality, the old self behind, with excitement being the key feeling.
It's a very different perspective on personal growth and dealing with life's challenges.
Definitely challenges conventional thinking in some ways.
So the final thought for you, listening. Think about a time maybe you faced a setback. Did it perhaps unexpectedly push you onto a new path, maybe even a better one?
Yeah, and reflecting on that, what kind of internal shift might have happened for you then? Was there a change in perspective, a sort of peeling away of an old idea?
And just to push it a bit further, based on this conversation, what if you could consciously choose to make those kinds of shifts more often? What would that look like in your life? Definitely some food for thought there.
I like to invite this energy that has something to do with the company, Etsy, and also after that, the Groupon and maybe Amazon, the energy related to those because I shifted. And if this energy can explain to me, I do understand, but I just want to get a little bit more information. So when I count to 3, the energy will be here. 1 coming through, 2 almost here, and 3. Hello, who am I speaking with?
No particular one, no name.
So I was, I was so excited yesterday after Etsy closed my account, and I was looking for other channels, other accounts like Groupon and Amazon, and then I feel I should do this ebook and maybe audiobook, and I feel so excited. So can you tell me why things happen this way?
An idea that's presented to you in one way to the universe. No opportunity is wasted.
So can you give me an idea that what kind of energy are you?
Purpose,
Purpose. Your energy of purpose.
yes.
Very interesting. And I'm very excited speaking with you. So I had a feeling that Etsy will close my account because they need to. Otherwise, I wouldn't look for other channels.
Correct. The It was meant to happen that way.
I see. And I feel so excited.
A door closed leads to another door open.
And I felt yesterday was maybe the most exciting day for me. I feel every single of my molecules are excited.
You're living in your truth, that is why.
I feel why I did not think about, right, I put in writing and let people be able to read. Because if I make videos, and there are millions and billions of videos out there, but books are different. And in a way, it's a little bit easier to get a message out, maybe.
More accessible.
Yes. And also Groupon, I'm not too sure if that is the right account for me. What do you say?
Let it perform in the way you see fit. Does not work out, let it go.
Right. I feel there might be some sort of blockage there. Very good. Because usually when I ask this type of energy, usually it's Oliver or Rosemary. Do you know them?
No.
So what made you come through today?
Energy of this place invited me.
One more time.
Energy of this place invited me, this office.
I see. But how the office itself can invite you? You can feel the energy of the office is asking you to come through?
Wants me to come through, yes.
I see. And I want to ask you things about energies. Is that what you can answer?
I can.
So I have, how to say, I have realized this on a deeper level that, let's say, anything, right? Let's say this company is blocking me from doing something, and I can, right, just say, oh, you know what? Without this, I wouldn't think about other opportunities. So when I did the research, then for some reason, this Amazon ebook, audiobook came to my mind. So I shifted to a different reality this time. And of course, we're shifting all the time. So what I like to ask is when we shift, the old me does not even exist. I became a new Naomi. So if this is the case, when people have, let's say, some trauma that happened in the past, and they could do the same thing, and just by shifting to a different reality, and they will no longer experience the trauma, and everything else is like this. So we don't have to really heal ourselves or do things and say why I'm feeling this way. Just by shifting, keep shifting, then we can always have new experiences.
Yes. Staying in your own emotions does not lead to progress.
Right? So because of this, nothing can really get us. Anything that happened, we can let it go by shifting to a more desirable reality, or to the reality that we like to experience.
One that is more suited to your needs.
But can you tell me, when we're shifting, what kind of a feeling is that? How can we know that we have shifted?
It's like a peeling of a banana, a peeling of an onion. You're peeling yourself for more deeper and higher aspects of you.
So the feeling also can be like, oh, I'm excited again.
You're excited always, just have not recognized it.
Is when you no longer think about what happened in the past.
It's no longer in your energetic field or in your mind. No longer exists.
Right. You're not being bothered by that.
Yes.
So if this is so easy, or everyone can do, why we're not doing it?
Because the effort is needed. One does not
Because the mind
go
is...
to opportunities that reveal higher aspects of themselves and just remain complacent and bored in all things that they do. No growth is continued.
But why we're so used to something that we know, but maybe the things we know are no longer exciting, but we still like to stay there instead of trying something new, trying something unknown.
Keeps things reasonable. Does not make things too extreme or too much to handle.
So it's like in your apartment or house, right? You have old stuff, right? And we are going to keep them for a while, but not forever. When they're torn, we're no longer useful.
Yes.